G'day, it's Rob here again. Well, for years I've got by with one of these cheap digital calipers. I've had it for 30 years at least. It's the only digital caliper I've got, and all the rest of mine are analogue. And I've got to say, this thing's actually been, well, within the bloody spec that you'd expect. The repeatability of it is 0.01. They quote 0.02 sort of within specification, and that's what they're good for. They're not a high accuracy thing really. I mean, look, 0.02. It's a sort of thing that you use, but you don't put your life on the line with it. And I mean, these come in various degrees of crappiness or cheapness. They all look the same, but they're not actually all the same. This one, for instance, has got a low battery indicator. A lot of them shuts down, flashes at their screen if the battery's getting low. A lot of others don't. They just run the battery down and give you crappier and crappier readings as the battery goes down. And overall, for the money, I think I pay, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks for it. And it's 30 years old. It's done okay. It hasn't let me down. You see, it's pretty grubby. But if I want to go for decent, accurate readings, I don't use that. This is just a knock-around thing. What I usually use is this, and this is just it's a Chinese analog dial caliper, and it's good and accurate. It's really good. There's no problem whatsoever. I don't have any problem with that at all. So that's good, you know, it gives good measurements. If I want to go finer, well, that's metric. If I want to go finer, I've got a Mitsu Toyo, which we've only got to use these. I've taken out two of these. You can just feel how much smoother these are and nicer. These feel a bit gritty, whereas the Mitsu Toyo's butter smooth. That's done a lot of work too, and it's still good. But if I want to go super accurate, well, then I go for my NSK vernier. Beautiful, beautiful piece of equipment. Absolutely the bee's knees on accuracy. And yeah, I just love using this thing. It's so good. You know, reading a vernier is no big deal, provided your eyesight's okay. But anyway, cut a long story short, I was looking on the internet one day, looking at some digital caliper reviews, and a guy did a review on a whole bunch of them. And I mean, I was thinking about getting a Mitsu Toyo. What's the model number? I've got to read my bit of paper here. 500 196/30, which is a 150mm 6-inch digital caliper. I mean, they're a pretty popular model, and I priced them. You know, and I mean, getting it locally through the local Mitsu Toyo guy, which is the only way I would buy one. I would never buy one off the internet because there's so many fake Mitsu Toyos around. It's just not funny. And even if you spend big bucks, there's no guarantee you're not going to get a fake, you know. So anyway, local price $254 for a Mitsu Toyo in this size, only digital. You know, it's a lot of bread, and I mean, I'm just not prepared to pay that sort of money for something that, you know, could get dropped. And I've got these other measuring devices. So I thought, you know, what else is around? So I had a look, and anyway, a guy did a review on a whole bunch of calipers, and the one he actually thought was the best, probably the best overall, and certainly great value, was the iGaging Absolute Origin 6-inch 150mm job. So I thought, you know, what the hell? I did a bit more research, and a lot of people were giving this the thumbs up, the Absolute model, and I thought, well, okay, I'll get one of these. So that's what I've done. And here it is, Origin Cal. And I was quite confident buying this. I got it from the USA, and I'm actually doing this video mainly for Australian viewers because in Australia there is no iGaging agent. You can't buy iGaging equipment in Australia except for the cheaper, lower version of this through a woodwork company. They do sell it. and the cheaper version that uses a cartridge type battery storage system, like an envelope you slide it into, which apparently is known to give trouble eventually, whereas this uses the same sort of slide off cover that Toyo use, only it's more robust apparently. Now, so I actually, was confident getting this off the internet. I know there's no fakes of these around. I've already used and got an iGaging depth gauge, which is a really nice piece of gear. I bought this from America, years ago, and it's a handy bit of gear, well made. Wasn't overly expensive. It's certainly it's got hold function 0. It's good, So yeah, I had no problems buying iGaging because I know their quality is pretty reasonable. The stuff is made in China, but it's very, very well made. And when you get it, you get a whole bunch of stuff with it: battery, calibration certificate for what they're worth. It's a proper calibration certificate. You get a bit of grease-proof paper between the jaws and all the rest of it. But as far as the gauge goes, what are my impressions of it? I mean, this is only going to be a short video. Well, I think it's really nice. It's really, really smooth. The repeatability is fantastic. It's perfect. The machining on the jaws and everything is just beautiful. It's certainly as good as my Toyo's for sure. And having absolute function is quite handy as well. The batteries they take are just the standard CMOS style batteries that they use in all, most computers, most desktop computers. So they're cheap, long lasting, readily available. I'm not going to go berserk on this review. It's just a very, very brief thing, mainly to pass on the word to Australian viewers that might be thinking about getting an iGaging product. I'll just tell them where I got mine and how much I paid, and you can make up your own mind if you want to go down that path. I got this off the internet from a mob called Taylor Toolworks, and in the USA, Taylor Toolworks, and I paid $85 for it. That's landed, so $85 to my door. And overall, if you want to sort of see a full review or look at the reviews that people have done on this particular unit, I haven't got any complaints with it at all, really. It's super well put together, and it works brilliantly accurately. And for $85 compared to $254, it's something you can think about if you're thinking about getting an upmarket digital caliper. In my opinion, Toyo is pretty much, well, the best that I've used, but I've got to say, this is so damn close. Well, I just really can't fault it. It's just as smooth as the Toyo. There's no slop whatsoever in the jaws. Everything matches. The beam is straight. It's a great bit of gear. The display is slightly smaller than on the old crappy one, and it's interesting when you look at this how they've basically almost copied the Toyo theme as far as the colouring and everything goes. It's almost a knockoff, but yeah, it's a great bit of gear. So there you go, there's my new toy. I'm not going to go on too long about this. I'm happy as Larry with it. I think it's fantastic. And so for anybody in Australia that's looking at, say, thinking going iGaging, yeah, I wouldn't have any hesitation at all, having used iGaging for a while, quite a while actually. And there you go. So that's the company I dealt with. I don't normally plug a company, but I had no hassles with them whatsoever. It arrived within the specified period. Everything was undamaged and wrapped up well, and there you go. So that's it for me, my latest acquisition. Yeah, I think it's a really nice unit. Okay, see you later. Cheers.